We're here in Co-op City, and I don't think I'm exaggerating when I say it's literally a swimming pool out here. We're on Bartow Avenue, just underneath the 95, and both sides are completely flooded. This is the girl they're looking for. 14-year-old Stephanie Cornier was last seen leaving her house Monday morning for school, but we're told she never made it there. By now, 3 buses of asylum seekers have been dropped off here at the NYPD Training Academy in Manhattan as the city continues to open its doors to an influx of migrants from the south. This is unfortunately a scene that we're all too familiar with. Angry crowds gathered together in times of injustice. We've seen it with George Floyd, we've seen it with Tamir Rice, and we've seen it with Trayvon Martin, and now people are here for Tyree Nichols. I want to give you a look at what's happening tonight here in Washington Square Park. Their power has been on and off since 10:30 last night, some with no power at all. And even with the Con Edison crews here working around the clock, some residents we spoke to say the heat has been the worst part of it all. Besides keeping your baby safe in their sleep, it's also important to keep them safe on the go. All children under 2 must sit in a rear-facing car seat, and you should never leave a baby inside the car unsupervised, even with the windows rolled down and the AC running. Be prepared to be transported to Haiti. I'm here at Zanmi in the Little Caribbean section of Brooklyn, one of the more than 30 participants in Latin Restaurant Week, and the owner has prepared a more than generous spread to show us what they're serving up. Flowers and candles laid down on the corner of 20th Avenue and 41st Street in memory of fallen EMS Lieutenant Allison Russo Elling.
She deserves them. She deserves so much more flowers that are here right now.
Lieutenant Russo Elling was just steps away from her station when a man stabbed her multiple times in an unprovoked attack.
It's disturbing. You know, she was innocent. She put her life on the line to save others. So this whole thing is just totally crazy.
Earlier today, police arresting 34-year-old Peter Zizopoulos in connection to the incident. We spoke with people in the neighborhood who have seen him around, who described his behavior as unusual.
But I know this individual wasn't, he wasn't well. There's something wrong with him. You would never think twice about anybody until they actually, until they actually do something.
Zizopoulos now faces charges for murder and criminal possession of a weapon. Lieutenant Russo Elling forever remembered by her colleagues by a purple bunting that now hangs above her station.
Allison, Lieutenant Russo, as we know her here, she was such a great person. A heart of gold. She was here for the whole station. She made sure that we were all okay.
Lieutenant Russo Elling lived on Long Island and is survived by her daughter and her parents. And earlier this evening, the FDNY along with the NYPD brought her body to a Long Island funeral home. Her funeral arrangements will be entirely covered by the FDNY. In Astoria, Queens, Cecilia Hua, News 12.
This season's going to be unbelievable. The stadium is packed today, and I know the Cyclones are going to do great.
With the first pitch by number 30, Ramon Gomez, the Brooklyn Cyclones kicks off their first game of the season.
Let's go Cyclones, let's go! Let's go Cyclones, let's go!
Fans of all ages received a warm welcome back to Maimonides Park, telling us what they're looking forward to most this season.
Just for them to win like they usually do.
Being here, seeing the future Mets. Because then I'll go to Citi Field and I'll see these guys all grown up.
Familiar faces in the dugout include Chris Newell, who takes on a new role as the Cyclone skipper, and Bronx native Richie Benez in his second season as hitting coach.
And they got another hit! Oh, wow. I'm telling you, this is going to be a winning year. I don't think we're going to have any losses. We'll win every game, I promise you. The rides are open. We just came from Nathan's, and it's a beautiful day. Even though it's a little cloudy, the weather is fine. And I love the Cyclones.
And the ceremonial first pitch went to Assembly member Alec Brooke Crosney, who brought his grandson to his first ever baseball game.
We're just very excited, and we're just happy that people are here and our community are playing baseball again.
So my first game, I was so excited to just with my grandpa.
Well, it's surely been an exciting start to the season. The Cyclones will be playing the Jersey Shore Blue Claws all weekend long. First pitch tomorrow starting right here at 2 p.m. From Coney Island, Cecilia Hua, News 12.
It's like extreme makeover New York City style.
Sanitation workers were up bright and early this morning to clean up along a stairwell that residents say have been littered for decades.
You got people throwing stuff out their window, people that just come around just to dump stuff like this is a dump area. They don't care. It's just been the same. It's disgusting. Very disgusting.
Starting today, the city is officially launching its $14.5 million Get Stuff Clean initiative to target more than 1,000 areas like this around the city.
We've identified 1,000 locations in almost every neighborhood in our city for which cleaning has either been underfunded or unfunded. And we have said the Department of Sanitation is going to take over cleaning of these areas like the one we're standing in right now.
DSNY hiring 200 new sanitation workers to keep up with the cleaning, as well as installing more cameras to enforce against illegal dumping. Within an hour, a once littered stairwell is already looking cleaner, but some residents are skeptical about the city's efforts.
It's okay, but I don't think it'll last. By the time I come home, it'll be dirty again.
The sanitation department tells me that list of 1,000 hotspots around the city is still growing, and residents can always report illegal dumping in their neighborhood by calling 311. In Tremont, Cecilia Hua, News 12. A final moment of closure as the family of Angelie Yambo hears the fate of her killer.
I just wish that, he stays in jail for the rest of his life. And even that won't even bring me comfort because I won't have my daughter again.
Jeremiah Ryan, now 18, was sentenced 15 years to life for the fatal shooting of 16-year-old Angelie in April of last year. According to the Bronx DA, Angelie was just an innocent bystander on her way home from school.
That was a terrible day, and they should not be standing here today. They should be celebrating the fact that she's in school, once again pursuing her dream to be a doctor and to be the vibrant young woman that she was. But instead she was shot down by another youth.
During his final closing statements, Ryan tells the court, quote, "I apologize for my actions. I'm sorry," quote. But Angelie's mother says his remorse came far too late.
He wasn't remorseful at the beginning and he wanted to show remorse at the end. For me, it didn't matter. If you do something, the first thing that you should do is apologize. You don't do it at the end. So his apology for me it didn't mean nothing.
An anti-gun violence foundation now exists in Angelie's name, turning their pain into legacy.
We can bring that change and divert that person that wants to pick up a gun and divert them to go the right way and make a success out of himself.
The presiding judge also signed orders of protection for 2 other teens who were also struck by Ryan's bullets. From Bronx Criminal Court, Cecilia Hua, News 12.